course, we get attacked, and then we ask more questions. So it's been a quest like that. And, we talked a little bit about where the problems with lobbyists started, and I'll tell you, you mentioned the crazy mountains.
Yeah.
I had lobbyists coming in trying to sell me as John Tester's gatekeeper on natural resources, and they were outright lying to me. And I vouched for them at one point, because these people, I knew one guy, and he was honest, and when it turned out that there's some of them are good people that they'll tell you.
Of course.
And there's some that will say or do anything for a buck.
Right.
And when I was repeatedly getting lied to on this case, we did a lot to try to stop that, at least asking questions, process questions that the Forest Service was doing wrong. And, they were going to stop it or fix things, and it just so happened the day they got rid of the only member of the Senate that was asking questions, they signed it into play, and the billionaires are buying the crazy mountains.
That is, it just, and I hope, I don't know, I see that in our future. I do. I hate to say it. I'm pessimistic about our future when it comes to our public lands and stuff. But the thing is, you have an electorate in Montana that, they're not, they love their public lands. But they're not going to admit that these people that they vote for are selling it off. Just like you mentioned Superfund. I remember going to Libya in 1998, 1999. We don't want your fucking Clinton money. It's a Superfund.
Yeah.
There's people that have fucking leukemia. They're dying. They have black teeth. Their kids are running on a track made of asbestos. And, here you got these people, the electorate, don't want Clinton money. Don't want it's like they're defending W.R. Grace, and they're dying. It's a strange situation, put it that way, People aren't always looking out for their best interests.
Yeah.
Well, and you look at, Jesse and Anaconda, it's still a bit of a culture there where it's taboo to say anything ill about the company, even though it hasn't been the employer for 40 years.
Hey.
That still holds on.
Yeah.
Even if they're wrong, you don't say anything. And I think of this, it's...
Well, look at the sand traps at the Nicholas course. Come on. There's some good
they're
things
gold,
came out.
man. It's pure gold in that stuff. But, I have to look back and wonder and think of the area of tailings that I grew up next to. A lot of my family worked in the mines. Nobody thought that was wrong and deadly and poisonous.
Right, you don't. You trust your employer. You trust America.
Well, you're also getting paid out of it.
Right.
And the day
And you're getting
they
paid.
shut off the paycheck, it's just, that happens everywhere. It's CFAC in your neck of the woods, same thing. But, then you wake up when the paycheck stopped and you go, oh my God, these people were poisoning the whole community or the river and,
Everything.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Jesse, another question for you. We now this one's an easy one.